I now wish to invite the Honorable MGP Lekota to the podium. Order, honourable members, order.
Honorable Speaker, Deputy President, Deputy Speaker, fellow members of the House. On Sunday, the cluster of security ministers made an astounding confession to the nation in that they told us that the president is not in daily management of the affairs of our nation, that they do not know what and direct the daily happenings in this country. In fact, they announced that only appointed staff members without their direction are running the affairs of our nation, completely without direction of any one single member of the executive. Now, but they went further. They didn't end there. They told us that they do not know anything and are unable to enforce the law. The Immigration Act, number 13 of 2002, explicitly states that no one may enter into the Republic other than at a port of entry. If any person was to enter anywhere which is not an authorized point of entry, then that person must have a written and signed document from the Director General, and that would be a document that would let them into the country. If not, the members of the JCPS and their departments should have made sure that those people get arrested. But on Sunday, the cluster of ministers responsible for these functions quite brazenly walked before the nation to announce that we know nothing, we are responsible for nothing. Nobody in the executive, starting with the president, know nothing of what happened. Then when they had to say, but who did all of this? They said some appointed staff member, not even a director general, some unknown character whom we as voters have never voted for, exposed the security of the nation to this situation. Astonishingly, the Minister of Justice asserted that name dropping was solely to blame. Now, this seems to suggest that our country is run by rumor mongering. You know, somebody comes and say, you know, this is what he said, and then they act in this way. This is not the democracy for which Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in jail for. It is not the democracy for which so many amongst the ruling party spent years in prison and in exile. This is not the democracy that so many of our people died in order to achieve. So, for this rumor mongering, imagine an executive of the country saying that rumors, it was rumors. These people were following rumors, not the directions of any authorized executive set out in the constitution of our nation. So now we were supposed to sit there and be grateful for this whitewash in which we were fed hogwash. To show further how farcical the situation is, the Times reported today that 48 hours after Justice Minister Khadebe announced that criminal charges were to be pursued against high-ranking officers, numerous charges that have been dropped and the suspensions lifted. This is an administration, this is an executive that runs this country as if South Africans have got a chicken's memory. You say this today, 3 days down the line, you do something different and they will already have forgotten what you said on Sunday. That is how the contempt with which the people of South Africa have been treated by this executive. It surpasses that of the contempt in a banana republic. The barefaced regard for law and authority within this government, the Constitution, that is what, basic law, Constitution, together with other legislation flowing from there, is astonishing, although it's not surprising. It's been happening for so long now. Mostly the voters are lulled into indifference. But in fact, this thing,
Honourable Member, your time
including
is
what
expired.
happened in Car, is a time for the voters to vote them out. Thank you.